Hi there, I'm Christina from hairromance.com, and today's location has inspired the video, and we're going to talk about when your hair feels like straw. I've definitely had this in the past, and I'm going to talk about the causes of why your hair feels like straw and what you can do to fix it. So the number one reason your hair might feel like straw is because you've coloured it too much. This can definitely happen when you go lighter, and that's how it's happened to me in the past. But it also can happen when you're dyeing your hair darker. All of the time the colour will affect your hair and can give you that dry, straw-like feel. And the second most popular reason, which is pretty much tied for number one, is too much heat. If you're heat styling your hair all the time, you're going to dry it out, and that's how it's going to start feeling like straw. Similar to reason number two, reason number three is when the heat is too high. You might think you're not heat styling your hair that often, but if you're styling at a really high heat, it can cause even more damage. Reason number four is maybe you're just being a little too tough on your hair. Overstyling can really cause a lot of damage and breakage and give you that rough straw-like texture. This is maybe brushing your hair when it's wet, brushing your hair really aggressively, keeping it tied up too tightly. All that's going to add up and cause that straw-like feel to your hair. Shampoo is another reason that your hair could feel like straw. If you're shampooing your hair too often, you're stripping out all the natural oils from your hair and roughing up the cuticle. And particularly if you're skipping conditioner, this is a real problem, and it's definitely going to give you that roughed up cuticle, straw-like feel. Reason number six is chlorine. If you love swimming, you'll often know that when you get out of the pool, your hair is really dry and coarse. And so constantly swimming, any sort of chlorine levels can really build up in your hair. Also give you that kind of green tinge. I've got a video about that which I'll link as well. But swimming in the pool can cause your hair to feel like straw. Now, number seven, you might just need a haircut. We need our hair cut about every 2 to 3 months, sometimes longer, but if it's been too long, if you can't remember the last time you had your hair cut, that could be why your hair is feeling like straw. The number 8 reason for feeling like straw is your diet. Our hair is really like a barometer of what's happening in our body, and if you're not feeding it well, you're not able to grow great hair. And our bodies know that our hair isn't really that necessary, so it's the first place to show any signs of a poor diet or any other issues. And alongside that, number 9 is medication and other lifestyle issues. It might be that sometimes medication will make your hair feel very dry, and it can give you that sort of straw-like feeling, and any other sort of health complications. So if that's happened to you, that could be the reason that it's affecting your hair as well. Now let's talk about the fixes. Your hair is damaged and feels like straw, but we can get it back to feeling better. First step is to do a treatment. Some really good at-home treatments that I recommend are Terax Crema and O&M 7-Day Miracle. I've used both of these and they really help to quickly make your hair feel so much better. Number 2, you can take your treatments to the next level and get an in-salon treatment. This is particularly if your hair's been overcoloured. I would recommend going to speak to a salon about doing a treatment for your hair. You might want to do a protein treatment to help rebuild the strength. And these are treatments that you need to do carefully, so definitely speak to a professional. Step 3 is another treatment. This is a Plex treatment. An Olaplex treatment is going to rebuild the strength of your hair. It's not necessarily going to smooth, but this is one of the steps to help rebuild your hair, so then you can do a conditioning treatment on the outer cuticle of the hair. You can do an Olaplex 2 in salon or Olaplex 3 at home. Number 4 will be no surprise, but it's time to put down the heat styling tools. If heat is the reason that you damaged your hair, you're going to need to take a rest from styling to get it back to normal. This can mean turning the temperature right down and also minimizing the amount of styling that you're doing with your hair. I'll link to some great wet hairstyles that you can do so that you don't need to worry about styling your hair at all. Number 5, your hair is now feeling very fragile and you need to be really gentle. Don't rub your hair with a towel. Be very careful brushing it when it's wet or detangling when your hair is wet. And just be really kind to your hair. It's already in a fragile state and any rough styling will break it further. So really be gentle and you'll find that it's looking better before too long. Number 6, it's time to switch up your styling products. Any dry texture sprays, any sea salt sprays, that type of product will actually cause your hair to feel drier. And if your hair's already feeling like straw, you don't need to use those texturizing products. What you need to do is think about using more leave-in conditioner treatments instead. Now, number 7, it's time to feed your hair from the inside. If your diet's been a problem, maybe you should look at taking some hair vitamins. Hair grows really slowly, so the thing to remember when taking hair vitamins or any kind of supplements is it's going to take a little while to see any results. It takes at least around 3 months for most of the treatments. You need to be really consistent with these treatments. I've taken Viviscal in the past and it's really worked for my hair. Tip number 8 is for the swimmers. Always jump in the shower and wet your hair with clean water before you go swimming. This means it allows your hair to absorb as much moisture first, so it's not going to absorb the pool water, and it stops the hair absorbing all the chlorine as well. Another tip is to wear a swimming cap and pop a little bit of a leave-in treatment in under your swimming cap so that you can do a treatment while you swim. Double duty. Now, if you've tried tips 1 to 8 and it's not really working yet for your hair, tip number 9 is to go see your stylist and get a haircut. It might just be that you need that chop to feel those healthy ends on the end of your hair again and to get your hair back to normal. And tip number 10, if none of these have worked for you, is maybe to go see your doctor and get a checkup. It could be that one of the medications you're taking or some other health issue is there, and that's what's showing up in your hair. I hope this has answered your question as to why you've had straw-like hair and that this location has been fun for this Q&A as well. If you've got any hair questions, let me know in the comments, and please like and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos like this. If you've got any hair questions, please let me know in the comments below and head over to hairromance.com where I've got lots more tips and tutorials for you. Thanks so much for watching and I'll see you next time. Bye.